Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Today I'm here to show you how to make one of my personal favorites, honestly. It's a bracelet I came up with, well, yeah. But anyways, I call it the Effervescence bracelet. I made a ton of them in a ton of different color combos and color patterns. And yeah, I just like this because it's unique, it's easy, in my opinion, and yeah, so I ended up making like 4 of them. So yeah. And the name may or may not already be taken. I feel like I might have heard it before, but I'll just change, whatever the title of this video is to a new name that I pick if the name is taken. So yeah. Anyways, let's get started. So this is a hook-only design. It's not one that you really need to like do flipping with a ton of bands on your hook. It's pretty easy when it comes to that. It's just doing, straight up normal fishtails on the hook, as well as these weird little strings of stuff that you decorate the bracelet with. But anyways, let's get started. So the color pattern that I'm going to be doing today is the same one as these, where it's this like gradient from the middle outward. But you can also do it in just plain old one color, or gradient, to the bottom of the bracelet. I will explain how to do this one. It's a lot easier than this. Easier to explain at least. But yeah, we'll be making one with this pattern. So to do that, what you're going to do is you're going to need to make 4 different strands of knot thingies that I will just show you how to do soon. But yeah, the thing is, let me try and explain this. You're going to want one color for the center, one color for the second to outer ones, and then one color for the outermost ones. So in all 4 of your strands, you're going to want to have one common color, which will be this color right here, orange, in this bracelet. And here in the bracelet I'm making, it's purple. So yeah, my color that will be in the middle of my bracelet will be blue. The color that will be on the outside of the bracelet will be pink. So yeah. I hope I explained that well enough. And purple, which is your second to outermost color, you're going to need more of in each strand than the other color. For my wrist size, I like to make 11 of the most common color and then 10 of the other color in each little strandlet. So yeah, that's just how many I use. You may have to use more or less. Probably more, because this bracelet still is kind of tight around my wrist with those measurements. But time to get into it. So I'll be making a blue and purple strand first. So I'm going to pick out 11 purples. Three, 4. There. And then 10 blues, since blue is my less prominent color. So you're just going to start by putting on your purple. This is the color you'll be starting and ending your strand with. And then you're going to just alternate colors all the way through. So you just put on a blue, pull it through the loose purple, pull the back piece of the blue over the front piece, and then untwist it, because it'll twist weirdly. Flip it over onto your hook, and then you take your other color, pull it through, pull the back piece over, untwist it, flip it on your hook, and then you just repeat this until you've used up all your bands that you set aside for this. It's pretty easy. But yeah, for the color pattern that I showed you with the pastel bracelet earlier, what you're going to do is you aren't going to alternate colors like this. What you're going to do is you're just going to start with one color, say for example pink, and then you're going to pick up your next color, orange, then yellow, green, blue, purple, same sort of order that you want to do. And then you just keep going like that for all 4 of your strands. All 4 of your strands would be the same pattern and colors and everything. So yeah, it's an easier sequence if you want to do it that way. But yeah. Man, I'm getting so much time off this week. I'm having Monday off. That's when I'm making this video, actually. It's during the Monday that I have off. And then Tuesday, tomorrow, I have a dermatologist appointment because my face is like having face demons on it, as Graveyard Girl would say. And it's just, no, it's not looking good at all. And I need to go to the dermatologist. It's like oozing in some parts. I don't want to gross anyone out. I should have warned you before saying this, but I'm not going to go on. It's just red and itchy and stingy. And yeah, I really need to go to the dermatologist for it. But yeah. I'm not dying or anything, so you don't need to worry about me. I'll probably be fine. They'll probably just give me some cream or something and I'll be on my way. But yeah, it's just really annoying and I don't like going in public when my face looks like this. I didn't even go to Michael's. You know it's bad if a crafter does not want to go into Michael's for some other reason. But yeah, and I have to take the first like half of school off to go to the dermatologist. So I'm not even getting up at like 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'm just waking up at 9 or whatever time I have to get up. So yeah, it's kind of nice that I get to sleep in. That'll be nice. And then the other time that I get off is Wednesday, day right after, because we have our PSAT, practice SAT, and we get, like the whole morning we just take our test, like non-stop almost. We of course get a little break, but then we get out at like 12 or 11 or something, and then we just get to go home, so that's nice. But I will have to make up schoolwork from the day before because I'm missing it for my appointment. So yeah, I guess it's nice to get time to make all that up. Alright, I did not know this little string would take so long. You guys should know that off camera everything takes less time. It's just the way it is, because here I have to explain everything, so of course it takes longer. But anyways, here's your little strand. Now you can just stop right after you add on your last band. There's no special finishing technique you have to do. But just make sure that you don't pull on these and like they fall off or anything. Be sure to just hold it very gently. And now you're going to make your second strand, which will have purple in it again, since that's your main color of your little strands. But now you're going to have your outermost color, which is pink for me. So again, you're going to have more purple. You're going to have 11 purple and 10 pink if you're using the same amount of bands as I have for my tiny little wrist. I have a little pill box with pans in it. That's how I store them for videos. But anyways, you just start with your purple and end with your purple, just like the other one. And you do the same exact thing again, but with your different colors. And really, if you change your mind when you're making these, like, oh, I want the pink on the inside and the blue on the outside, you can do that because, like, you're just substituting pink and blue in each of these strands. So when you're making your bracelet, you can just put the pink in place of the blue, and you don't have to reweave these little strings or anything like that. And it'll be okay. Oh, dang, I blabbered so hard the last one, I don't even know. Oh, darn it, I said dang. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know if you call that a curse word. I don't. It's like a weird southern curse word. But I apologize. Just tell your parents that, like, I mess up too. One person even said darn is a bad word, and I'm like, I don't really call it a bad word, but I'll try to stop saying it now. But like, if I can't even say darn, then how do I convey my emotions, like, at all? Because that's the main ways I convey my frustration or like the fact that I mess up is darn it, dang it, poo, just, yeah. I don't have a very civilized way of saying, like, I don't have very civilized interjections when I'm, you know, messing up or like getting angry or anything. Like, I'm just not, I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I've been blabbering such weird stuff in this video. Like, what? But I remember a while ago in like a video on how to, like, the best way to finish bracelets, where I showed how to attach a flower and then have like a, like, not have a C-clip, and then, yeah, your bracelet won't unravel or anything. I don't know. But yeah, I was like in the video, and some people thought I was gonna say the F word, and I swear I don't. I never say that, even off camera. I do not say that. It just, for some reason, F, like the syllable F, came out of my mouth. I don't even know. But it's just, it happened, and I was like, oh, well, that's weird. And I know some of you guys won't believe me, and that's totally fine. You're entitled to your own opinion. But I will tell you that I was not going to say the F word, just for the record. And I also didn't fart in the Will's bracelet video. Everyone says that I farted, and if I did, I swear I would tell you. I would be a lady and tell you that yes, I did, but I did not. Just trust me on this. I wear flip-flops in the house because socks are too hot. Alright. Now we're done with all that, and you should have 4 little stringlets of bands right now. Again, be careful with them because the ones on the ends might unravel if you play with them too much or whatever. But now we can start on the main bulk of the bracelet. So, I like to start with the middle pieces. I find that's easiest. So you're going to take your strands that have your middle color on it, which for me is blue. And you're not going to use the pink ones yet, you're just going to set those off to the side. You're just going to have these handy. And you're going to take your black bands, and you're just going to cap one on your hook. Start off a fishtail normally by pulling 2 blacks through that. Like that. And then for your central part of your bracelet, right now you're going to loop on 2 more blacks before you start adding on your strands. Just pull them through. Pick up the outer 2 bands. And there we go. And then you can start adding on your colors, your little pieces. So when you add on your piece, it's important that when you add it on, you want your blue to be, actually not your blue, you want your purple to be pointing outward like this, and you want your blue to be the one that you're adding on right now. So you want it to be facing like this when you're adding it. So that's what I'm going to do for this side. But so your purple does not unravel, you're just going to pick up one of your clips that you have set aside. You're going to need 5 clips for this bracelet in order to finish it nicely. You're just going to take your clip your clip to your cap band at the end, and also clip the clip to that purple band here, because it might want to unravel right now, just because of the way it's positioned. And then you can loop this blue to the center of your 4 bands and just drop it off. And then you flip your fishtail over. And then you do the same with the other side. So again, you're going to want your blue to be facing, pointing towards the middle. Just put it on your hook right now. And then you're going to want to clip this purple. And then you can add on your blue. And now you're just going to continue your strand. So in between each point where you're adding on pieces of your colored strands, you're going to loop 4 black bands. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can add on more of your strands. So instead of adding on just 1 right now, you're going to start adding 2 from now on, and the next time you add 1 will be when you're finishing them up. So you're just going to make sure that this thing isn't twisted, make sure that it's straight. Add your next 2 bands, which should be the same color that you added on last time. You're going to pull it towards the center, drop it off into the middle, and then flip your fishtail over. And then you do the same on the other side. Pull your bands towards the middle. Drop them off. Like that. And then after you finish all that up, again you're going to add on your 4 black bands. It's gotta be 4 or else like your bracelet won't look as good. Believe me, I tried just 2 and it didn't look very nice. Alright, and then you just add on your blues again. Same thing. Picking them up like this, making sure it's not twisted. Pulling them to the center. Flipping your bracelet. And then picking up these over here. And then you add your 4 blacks and continue your pattern. I'm going to go off camera to do the rest of this because it's just repeating the same exact thing over and over again. But I will come back to show you how to finish this piece. Alright, so I'm back. I've finished almost the whole thing. And now I'm just going to add on the blues. Now I've gotten to the point where I only have 1 blue left here. And I just added on my 4 black bands. I'm just going to put the blue on like I would normally do. When you do this, you got to be really careful that your purples don't unravel. So I just like to throw it on my hook to be careful. Then I do the same over here with the blues. The blue, one of them. So it should look something like this. And then to finish off this center piece, you're just going to loop on 3 more blacks. I'm going to pull this aside since I don't need to work with it. 1, 2, and then the third one, you just pull through. You don't have to fishtail it or anything. The reason I kept the purples on is so I can just clip them on along with this last black. But yeah, you're going to clip the purples on again just to make sure that they don't unravel. Yeah, it's 3 bands. Alright. For a moment I thought I looped on like 5 and I was like, wait, whoops. Nope, but yeah, I just looped on 3 after the final blue. That's what you're supposed to do. Alright, now I'm going to start adding on the purples and pinks. So I'm going to do one on one side and add one on the other side. And then after you do that, you add borders to finish each side up. So yeah, adding on the purples and pinks is a little bit different, but still the same concept. So you're going to again start off by starting a fishtail, capping a band, and then pulling 2 bands through it. But this time, instead of adding on 2 more bands before you begin, you're just going to start from here. So you're just going to pick up one of these purples that you clipped on at the end here near the cap band. Just going to unclip it, put it on your hook like this, and pull it to the center and drop it off. And then you're going to flip your mini fishtail piece. And then you can add on your purple and pink strand on the other side. This might seem a little tricky at first, but if you hold it like this, you're going to want to add your other strand the same way that you added this other strand. So what you're going to do is you're going to add the purple to it, not the pink, just the purple. Make sure that this pink is pointing outward, like that. And then you're going to pull the purple to the middle here and drop it off as well. And then you're going to loop on 4 black bands as normal. That part's not going to change. And then you're going to add on your other pieces. So you're going to put your 2 purples on this side, pull them to the center and drop them on. And then you're going to flip your bracelet around. And when you add the other side, make sure that this band here isn't twisted. It's pretty important. Then you just pick up these 2 purples here. Drop them down the center. Like that. And then you just loop on 4 black bands yet again. And then add more bands. Again, picking up your purples on each side, dropping them to the center, then flipping your bracelet around, and adding the purples on the other side. And then you'd keep going the same way that you've been going, adding 4, then looping on your purples, and then you keep going till you get to the end, and then I'll come back to show you how to finish it. Alright, so I've finished adding on my bands like I normally did. And then to finish this up, I'm just going to add 4 bands after I finish adding my last pair on each side. And then I'm just going to add my ones that I have on each side. If I ever go off camera when I'm like flipping it, I'm just flipping it, just normally. And then you just pick up this purple that's attached to the clip here, and then you put it on as well. And then to finish up adding this particular strand, you're only going to pull one band through. And then you take your clip and you clip it. And then when you add your final strip of purple and pink, you're just going to add it to the other side the same exact way that you added this one. So you can rewind my video back to the point where I said, okay, let's add on the purple and pink strand or something along the lines of that. And then just watch from there and do it over here on this side. But anyways, I'm going to come back after I attach this other strand on, and I'll show you how to finish the borders of your bracelet. Alright, I've added the other one the same exact way as I added the one before. And it should look like this. And then you'll notice over here on one of the cap bands you have a clip just hanging around here. You can take that off, you don't need it there anymore. Save it for later. But anyways, now to finish up your bracelet, all you're going to do is add the borders on each side. This is the easiest part of the bracelet. So you just start off your fishtail as normal. You're going to do it like the central fishtail that you did, by pulling your two bands through like normal, and then pulling two more bands through after that. And then you can start adding on your bands. So you're just going to pick up all these bands dangling off the side like here. You're going to start by the bottom one. It's only one band. Then you just pull it to the center. And then add 4 bands after you do that. And then you add on your next 2. And then you pull 4 through again. And then pick up your next 2. And then you just keep picking up 2, pulling 4 through, picking up 2, pulling 4 through, till you get to the end when you pick up the 1, and then you pull some bands through. But anyways, I'll come back to show you how to finish up this side. And again, the other side is the exact same thing, so I won't bother showing you the other side. I'll just tell you to rewind back to a certain point. Alright, so I'm just about done with my borders. Now all I have to do is add on this one little last piece. But after I add on the last piece, I'm going to loop 3 bands through instead of 4. Or just 1. And the third one you just pull through without fishtailing. Then you can take your clip and clip it. Then you're going to do the other side the same exact way. You can rewind to the part where I say now we're going to add the borders, and then you just add the border the same exact way I did the other side. So again, I'm going to go off camera to do this, and I'll come back to show you how to finish up your whole bracelet. Alright, so I've basically finished my whole bracelet, and now I'm just going to show you how to clip it, because I figure I might as well. You just take your clips, find each corresponding band at the other end. And then one more. There. And there's your bracelet. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.